Every single machine just locked up! The storm is right on us!
Move everyone to the North Ridge!
Why were all combines shut down? Imagine the world's most efficient machinery suddenly grinding to a complete halt overnight. Not because of a breakdown, but because the operators realized the machine itself was the problem. You might feel like that combine harvester right now, constantly running, processing, and harvesting, yet feeling empty. Why did they shut it down? Because they realized that productivity without purpose is just a faster way to burn out. And trust me, the reason they never turned it back on is the secret to reclaiming your life. I spent years feeling like I was in a race I never signed up for. If you're tired of the endless grind and the feeling that you're moving fast but going nowhere, you're in the right place. Today we're dissecting the Combine Syndrome, why we prioritize output over impact, and how to stop high-speed city traffic time-lapse. Most people confuse motion with progress. You're busy, you're tired, and you're checking boxes. But are you actually moving the needle on your life goals? Here's the truth. Being a combine means you're just processing what's in front of you. You don't choose the crop, you just harvest what's there. If you aren't choosing your path, you're just a tool for someone else's harvest. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Once you realize you're the machine, you can stop the engine. The cost of constant harvesting. Close-up of creator. Why was the combine shut down? Because the soil was depleted. When you never stop, you stop growing. You're just extracting. Most of us are running on fumes, thinking that if we just push harder, we'll eventually get a break. But that's a lie. You don't get a break. You have to take one. Pause. If you keep harvesting without planting, eventually you'll be left with nothing but dust. I'll share the exact ritual I used to stop my own burnout in just a moment, but first we need to talk about the fear of stopping. The fear of the silence. The silence is where clarity lives. Why are we so afraid to turn off the combine? Because in the silence you have to face yourself. You have to ask, is this what I actually want? Most people would rather run themselves into the ground than sit in that silence for 5 minutes. But that silence, that's where your next breakthrough is hiding. If you're feeling that itch to check your phone or fill your time right now, that's exactly why you need to keep watching. Reclaiming your engine. Calm, natural landscape. So, how do you shut it down without losing your momentum? It starts with a controlled stop. You don't need to quit your life, you need to change your rhythm. I started by implementing a 30-minute no-input window every morning. No phone, no news, no tasks, just me. It sounds simple, but it's the hardest thing you'll ever do. It forces you to stop being a machine and start being a person. Emphasis. This is the pivot point. When you stop, you see the field for what it is. You realize you've been harvesting weeds when you could have been planting gold. CTA and outro. If you've felt that burnout, I want you to drop a "I'm stopping" in the comments. It's a small step, but it's a declaration. If this resonated, hit that subscribe button. We're going deeper into this mindset in the next video. We're not just building careers here, we're building lives that don't need a shutdown to survive. You aren't a machine. Start acting like it. See you in the next one.
Welcome to the Harvest Blueprint, where we bring you inspiring farming stories.